Hello, everyone. I'm Tina Marie Bueno, and I've been channeling out loud since 2004. I tried to start a message for June on June 1st, but I got nope. And then I had to travel, and I thought when I came back, I'd be able to do a message, and I got nope. I even tried to do one yesterday, but I got nope. And so today's June 20th, and now I understand that they were waiting for today very specifically. And it's interesting to me because although they don't have the idea, the New Earth High Council or the Galactic Council or any of the councils don't really know about time in the way that we know about time, because that's a construct of the 3D matrix. They still like to, there's still something about us experiencing it on a physical level and experiencing the equinox and the energy of today, the frequencies of today. And so today was the message then that I was able to deliver to you. I normally channel with my eyes open so that there's no distractions. I've been channeling lately when I record these with my eyes closed. So if they pop open, don't be shocked. And when there's laughter at the end, it's just the way that my body handles that frequency. And it is energy, their frequency, moving through me and out. So feel free to stay on and laugh with me. You can laugh at me too if you want to, but laugh and enjoy because it is the frequency that you are anchoring in. All right, let's go. Greetings, dear ones. We are the New Earth High Council, and we come today bringing information that we would say might assist you in many ways. For you are here as part of this collective, hearing this message. You are present, and this transmission is from you to you. For you have the 5D aspect that is bringing through the energy and the frequencies that are to assist you in every way. We desire that you understand this moment in your earthly time, as you would call the specific day of your equinox. We would say to you that in this moment, there is an opening of energetic frequencies that are even more than what you are accustomed to. Please take the time to be still. Take moments to rest and to quiet your mind. For as you align more energetically, this will feel impactful, sometimes strongly and sometimes subtly. And we would say that in this moment, it is quite expansive, for you are in the process of shifting your energy. Once you remove your focus on the externality, you can actually see and feel more of what is going on internally. We say this is the internal portal to your multidimensional beingness. And in your physicality, it is that the echoing, if you will, the resonance of the alignment of your multidimensionality is able to be heard, experienced, and understood. There is a communication that occurs constantly. And we would say, whether you are awake or you are asleep, listen to what is being said by your own physicality and also by your intuition. As you allow for this opening to expand, you will be seeing more of what you would say are lies. You would say that is information coming through to you. And we would say that it is becoming more apparent. At this juncture, this apparent deceit or this deception, if you will, is coming through so that you can recognize what is truth and what is not. It is part of your ability to recognize the contrast. This contrast has been playing a very specific role, and that is for you to remember that in your own inner divisiveness, it is time to embrace and love all of it. We would also say that in this moment, things will become more heightened externally as more awaken and more step into fear. There are two different paths, you see, and you have a choice to experience this transformation, this transition in a space of fear or from a place of complete inner peace and self-love. This is not to say that you are not participating or unaware. It is simply that you will be able to move into the neutrality. We recognize that as you watch your movies or your televisions, that you sometimes engage emotionally. And this is part of your experience as a human, you see. And we would say to you that in this motion, in this notion of experiencing these bits of information through your emotions, that the emotions deliver messages as well. For what is it that brings a laughter to you? What is it that brings a sadness to you when you are watching your film? And when you are watching this, you are absorbing it in many ways since you are empathically experiencing the emotions and engaging. We would say to simply ride it. And once the movie comes to the end, you notice you step away and go about your day or your evening. And you are no longer attached to that particular movie. We would say if you could take this to your daily life and view all that is coming through as a movie playing out in front of you, you may experience the emotions. We do not say suppress this in any way. And yet we would say do not let it define you. Do not let it become who you are in any way. Simply experience the emotion, and as you experience it, allow yourself to take that information in. Is there something else that I can recognize that is bringing about that emotion for me within? And as you allow yourself to release the emotions that are stuck, the ones that cannot move out of your way and affect your mental energy on a regular frequency or on a regular basis, then we would say take this as the opportunity. It is like you are exercising your muscles, you see, for your capacity to ride through the emotions that you are experiencing, allowing yourself to experience them. This is part of what your journey has been. Your experience is as a 3D human has been to experience what it is like to have emotions and also what it is like to simply navigate them. So it is what we would ask of you to look at what is occurring externally and allow the emotions to arise as they are indicators of something else going on within you. And perhaps it is something that you are seeking to release or to embrace. And when we say release, it is to note that it no longer serves you, and so it is not to be held. And if it is to be embraced, it is to be loved. It is perhaps an experience or of density that is asking to be loved completely. When you are embracing these aspects of you and you are gently loving you, that is to say that you are being gentle in every way. You have removed the judgment. You have removed the conditions. You have removed any of the density. And it is like being on a ride called emotions. And you allow yourself to ride these emotions and with a space of, from a place of much more peace from within. It is like you can ask yourself to experience more of a joyful ride, and you can also ask to experience more of a intensity if you desire. And when you are in this intensity, it is for you to grow in many ways to see from different perspectives. These perspectives allow you to take on more of an expanded consciousness. For you see, ultimately, this is a shift in consciousness into your 5D awareness, you see. And as you do this, you are allowing more of that awareness, more of that perspective, and more of that perception to come through. This is a practice, if you will. And as you are watching the external movie that is playing out, you can practice what it means to be in a space of feeling the emotions and not absorbing them, of understanding the purpose, and that you are able to recognize this is part of the journey, part of the remembering. We say journey for remembering feels like a journey, and yet we would say remembering is allowing you to tap into what is already so. In this already so state, you will open up more to your multidimensionality. This expands completely what you are able to experience and what you are able to do in your communications multidimensionally. For all of your intuitive, psychic, clairs, your telepathy, all are able to be more active since there are no limitations. Limitations is what you are freeing yourself from in this moment. Limitations of density, limitations from fear, limitations of the heaviness of what you are engaging in. Shift your focus to within and listen to what is coming through. This is the information that says you are already here. You are already in this higher frequency. And as you move into this higher frequency awareness, it is a sudden opening. This is the new doorway that has opened for you. It has just gotten bigger and it is new. And in many ways, the door has been blown off its hinges. So if you choose, you can walk through. You can walk through as you allow the information of what you see with your human eyes to come through and be seen from your source aligned aspect, from your multidimensionality. When you perceive and you observe, then you are allowing yourself to be in a place of self-love, and that is with no conditions. As you are able to see with no conditions, it brings about a neutrality. A neutrality is not a coldness. We are saying that you are not to disengage if you are in a space where you are observing. Simply allow yourself to not define and not limit your abilities just because of the emotions you may be experiencing. It is not to judge these emotions, it is to embrace them as the human experience, for that is indeed what you incarnated for. That is the experience of being human. And now you are in the transformation and transitioning of returning to your abilities as an elevated new earth human, or even more precisely, a cosmic human, and more precisely, a new earth human, and more precisely, a multidimensional human. For this is all of you. You are in the quantum field at all times. You are multidimensional at all times. We ask that you start to erase the limitations that you have placed on yourself. For we often hear that you say, I am just a human. I do not have the power. I am unable to hear. I am unable to see on another level of dimensionality. And we would say that is only a belief about yourself that you have been told or it has been ingrained. And we would say to let go of that, unlearn that notion, for you have always been a multidimensional being in multi-dimensions simultaneously. You have always lived in all dimensions, vertically as well and horizontally of the life timelines. They are all occurring simultaneously, as we have mentioned previously. In your experience of being this human, allow what it means to be a human of expansion, a human of divine energy and multidimensionality, for that unlocks and activates the DNA encodings that you have encoded prior to incarnating. It is why you are here. You have agreed to experience this density. You are each playing a role, whether you realize it or not. Your unique, individuated source spark is source experiencing through your unique perspective. And it all is part of a greater wholeness, the all that is, you see. For you are throughout the omniverse. You are throughout all dimensions, and you are offering source perspective from you. And it is source experiencing in a way that is unlimited. There are no perspectives that have gone unwelcomed or unloved. Every aspect, every perspective is completely embraced, completely loved. And this is why you matter. You are you are loved beyond measure, for you are love beyond measure. You are in a way of knowing perfection more and more. For the human notion of what is perfection is very limited, you see, and yet source is perfection, and that is you. And in this time, you can start to rise above in many ways to see from a higher perspective what is occurring. And when you are shifting into this higher perspective, you are able to see in a place from neutrality and recognize, ah, this is why I came. This is how I'm participating. This is how I move through this as a human and make an evolutionary shift in consciousness. This is why you have come, dear ones. And in many ways, many of you are remembering and awakening. And each aspect of these individuals who are communicating messages that are of multidimensionality, this is what their purpose is. They have come to be the conduit of the information, of the light, of the love, of the perspective from their multidimensionality and deliver it to all. There are many crossovers that relate and create the collective. As you become more aware of this collective, you will pull away your attention from the density collective and shift it into the 5D perspective matrix. This allows you to create, to anchor in the heaven on earth that you have come to do. For you see, all that is another dimension. It is a 5D dimension that is coming through you, and you are anchoring it in every time you allow it to be. Every time you love yourself unconditionally. Every time you embrace something of density. This is you bringing it all into a greater level of existence and a higher frequency. This higher frequency is what allows you to communicate multidimensionally. We ask that you continue to stay grounded. And grounded does not mean to be in the density. Grounded means to be of the new earth grid. This new earth grid is Gaia holding together the frequency of 5D. And it is that you are an anchor point wherever you are located, and you are a point into and onto that 5D grid. Keep grounding, keep going to Gaia's core, for her core is elevated. Keep moving forward in a way that allows you to be in peace within. Keep moving in a way that allows you to view what is occurring in the movie without staying attached to it. You are in this process, and it will be expedited even more so as the rest of what you call your 2025 occurs. For it is speeding up, and the intensity will also speed up. This is the contrast, and the contrast is speeding up to come to a culmination that will allow the light to burst through. We will say that it will not be because of the density, it will be because of embracing all and allowing what is to transform and to transmute to occur. When we ask this of you, we say that We would like you not to be in this place of fear as your external moves through. It is sometimes like watching a scary movie, we understand. And we would say to you, but you know that it is not real. We would say to you that even though it is this external, you placing focus on it makes it become a real experience for you. And as you move away from giving your giving your fear and your attention, then you are dissipating the story. You are removing yourself from the collective of that creation. It is all purposeful, we assure you. It is all very purposeful. And yet we would say that your purpose is to hold your frequency in the new earth vibration and also observe with neutrality and compassion and love, knowing that everyone is participating in the way that they agreed to prior to incarnating, just as you. Indeed. Love, peace within, love yourself, ground within to the higher frequencies, to the 5D grid. Open yourself to the multidimensional perspective that is naturally yours. Allow yourself to be this clear conduit of love and information. Share when you feel inspired. If it is a word, a touch, an understanding, there are many ways to share how you are inspired. You are never alone, and you are already whole. There is nothing that is to be retrieved. You are whole. It is only a matter of remembering. Trust your own intuition. Trust your own inner guidance and keep moving forward in that stance of personal power. You are a sovereign being and you are love. You are loved beyond measure, and we are here to support you in every way. And so it is, and it is already so. Transmission complete. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay. So I understand what the purpose of this is because I feel like today is June 20th, and I feel like there is an expansiveness that is occurring more right now. I had a dream last night that a door actually was being changed. It was being opened, and I feel like there was also in the dream, I was saying how much I love someone and how much I was committed to them. And I sense that this is This is a commitment to yourself, to your own personal growth, and to your own personal expansion. It's a commitment that allows you to step into more of why you are here and more of your purpose. So you don't have to know what your purpose is with all that clarity, because you don't have to have all the answers. It is, if you are moving in a way that helps you feel more grounded and helps you feel more aligned with your source self, then you're already 5,000 steps ahead, 5,000 steps ahead of where you've come from, and why you've come onto this, into this body at this time. And it is important to understand that you definitely chose to be here at this time for this transformation that is going on. There's a part about the idea of becoming not self-aware, but more of a, well, it is kind of a self-aware, but it is more of an expanded consciousness awareness. And there's the only way that that really is allowed to, or in an invitation that you give to it to occur, is when you start um, releasing the judgments, releasing the idea of separation, us and them. And when you start releasing your own divisiveness, or you integrate your own internal divisiveness, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, it's all loved and lovable because it was part of your plan when you came into this planet. I do Akashic record readings. I offer channeled readings. I offer different services to support you on your journey as you're awakening and as you are expanding and wanting to experience more of your multidimensionality and more of the expanded you. So I'm here, and I'm here for you. Come on down. All right. Thank you.